Alright, so hey, what is going on, guys? This is GamingGUI, or Carlos Spicy Wiener, back again with another episode of Carlos's Random Games. And, I mean, I know you won't, because that video got like 20 views, but if you happen to be one of the 20 people that watched my channel back in the day, you might know, or you might recognize this game from a previous episode. I think it was episode 2 that I did this in Carlos's Random Games. And it was a pretty shitty video, to be honest. It was like, it was 10 minutes long, and I spent half of it not talking, and the other half basically explaining how much of a pain in the ass it was to get the game to work in the first place. So I decided to revisit this, especially since I've recently found a new passion for it. This is basically been sucking all my time lately. I've been playing the shit out of this game. I don't really know why. It just kind of happened. I bought it on Steam during the winter sale, and yeah, I installed some mods, and I've just been playing. I even got my old save back. I think it's the exact same save I had in the other video as well. But I've been playing on it a lot more, so some things are different, but other things might be the same. Either way, I haven't even named the game yet. This is GTA San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the third game in the 3D era of GTA, and definitively my favorite Grand Theft Auto game of all time. More than 5, more than 4, which I've also played a lot of on this channel. But this is just the best one, like in so many ways. It hasn't aged well in some aspects, like there's just some things that are really clunky, or some things aren't fully fleshed out like they are in more recent games, especially GTA 5, and obviously not the best looking game anymore. But I don't know, this game has such an inherent charm to it, and I don't know, I just can't stop playing it. So in this episode, I don't really have a direction. I didn't have a direction last time. That's kind of what brought that video down, but I'm hoping that, you know, things can go a little better this time. But I just want to show all 3 islands, because this map is basically a state. Here it is, and I believe I can show the whole map. Yeah, so bottom right there where that marker is where I am. That is Los Santos. All that green right above me and to my east is, you know, the Blaine County, Red County, all that stuff like that. Just wilderness and a big mountain over there on the left. And right above that big mountain is San Fierro, which is San Francisco. And above all that is the Las Vegas or Las Venturas desert, with Las Venturas itself to the right. And there's a lot of stuff in between. There's a lot of things to see. All 3 cities are properly fleshed out. And it's a wonderful map. It's the best map in GTA history. And maybe that's why I love this game so much, because there's just so much to do, so much to see. Haha, reference to a song. But I suppose we should just go ahead and get started. This is a 100% save. Obviously, it was 100% last time. And it is a modded game. Since I have completed it, I've just been kind of playing around with mods, and I will try to remember everything that I have installed right now. One of them is this, which is activates some or restores some lost PS2 graphical effects. Because when they ported this game, they cut a lot of effects from the PS2 version whenever they ported this. So it does look better, in my opinion. I do like the graphical effects, but it is kind of blurry and does interfere with gameplay a little bit. So for the purposes of this video, I will leave the PC default time cycle enabled and stuff like that without the blurriness, because it just, as much as it loses some atmosphere, it is a lot crisper for the purposes of presentation, so I'll leave it like that. Another mod I have is just a cheat menu. Basically does everything I need to. I can spawn vehicles, weapons, change everything about my character, change everything about the game. It's just, you know, it's the God mod. Can do whatever I want with that. And I think the last one I have is, oh, no, I also have a teleport mod. So if I put a marker on my map, I can press a couple keys on my keyboard, and then I will teleport instantly to that location. It takes a while to load in, but super, super convenient. I don't use that a whole lot, but if I get frustrated and I don't want to have to go all the way across the map, that does come in handy. Probably be using it a few times throughout this video. I don't know. And the last one is, actually, I will show that at the end of the video. Just demonstrate that properly. But yeah, the cheats I have on right now, they're not actual in-game cheats. I mean, some of them are, but they're activated through this menu, and some of them aren't in the game by default. I do have God mode. I have infinite ammo already because I completed the game and stuff like that. But right now I have no cops and stuff like that, just so I can, you know, play around in peace for a while. And I will turn that off at the end whenever I demonstrate that last mod. But for now, that's staying on. We don't have to worry about cops or anything like that. And yeah, and for vehicles, I do have no visual damage. The vehicles do still take damage, but they don't crumple or anything like that. That's just a personal thing for me. I will probably also turn that off at the end, as well as God mode, stuff like that. But yeah, so those are the cheats I've activated, and I'm just going to do kind of some exploring, showing off what the kinds of things you can do in this game. I guess I'll start, since I'm right here, I may as well go to the gym. This game is very heavy in the RPG elements. It's kind of pioneered what GTA 5 perfected with the RPG elements. And in some cases, it does it better because what you do actually has an effect on the performance and, you know, the look of your character. Because my CJ is very skinny right now. He's doesn't have a whole lot of muscle, has no fat because I do a fuck ton of sprinting. But we can build up our muscles and stuff at the gym, and if you eat a lot, which I will also demonstrate, you can gain weight and you can run to burn off that weight. So some of the things you can do is you can do bench presses, curls, you can use the bicycle machine, stuff like that. You can also get in the ring. I won't do that right now. I guess I'll do some bench presses. Yeah, you can choose your weight. It's fairly in-depth. There's nothing too crazy. I mean, once you've done one, you've kind of done them all. But yeah, you just... And I think I'm not pressing the right buttons. I didn't look at what it said. I think my CJ literally can't do this because he has too little muscle. So we will... That's embarrassing. Whoops. So I think we will lower the weight. To go away from it. Go back. We will try let's do 80 pounds. 80 pounds at the bench press. Can you manage 80 pounds, CJ? Oh yeah, he can do that. I think you're supposed to press them alternating. I'm just kind of spamming. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you can do as many reps. He will eventually get tired, but you can see I've already gained muscle. You go at this at a routine and stuff like that. As long as you don't overwork yourself, you will see results and stuff like that. So, you know, that's the gym. It's pretty straightforward. There's different gyms all throughout the map. You can do different stuff in. I think there's a martial arts club in San Fierro. But, yeah. You can get in the ring, fight. I think you can learn new moves and stuff depending on where you go. And, yeah, so that's kind of the first RPG element I'm going to show. The next one is clothing shops, but the way clothing shops function in this game is very, very slow and clunky. So for the purposes of, you know, not dragging the video down even more, I will just kind of use this mod menu. It just does it instantly because when you're in the clothing shop, you have to go through a whole bunch of animations and just the way you select clothes and stuff like that. There's no preview, so I don't know. It's just not great. So, I mean, I don't even know what this is that I have on right now, but let's put on, just have a suit, I guess. I believe that is that, and you can put on some dress shoes. There you go. And yeah, you can change, you can have hats, glasses, there's a bunch of preset outfits and stuff like that. And change your necklaces. And you can also get a haircut at the barbershop, which is also kind of a pain in the ass in the base game. So we will just pick a haircut from here. Yeah, whatever. Let's go with that. There's a ton of different alternates. It's obviously nowhere near as fleshed out as it is in the newer games, although it is still better than GTA 4's fucking pitiful customization. It's just awful in that game. But it's obviously behind GTA 5 and stuff like that. But again, this is the game that really pioneered this kind of shit. Like, this was a huge leap forward in technology and gameplay features and map size. Basically, every single way, this was a step up from Vice City. Now, I know a lot of people have nostalgia for Vice City, and I do too. That game was my fucking childhood. But this game is definitively better in pretty much every way. The map is so much better, a lot more variety, and it's just so much more to do, etc. So this was really the turning point for the GTA franchise, in my opinion. This is where Rockstar really fucking knocked it out of the park, and this was the best-selling game on the PS2, I believe, the year it came out. So that just goes to show, you know, PS2 is an incredibly popular console with a lot of popular games, and this you know, beat everything else. So yeah, and I guess you can also get tattoos. This basically functions the same as a haircut and clothes. I won't go super in depth with everything, but CJ needs to gain some weight a little bit. He's very, very skinny right now. Skinny with muscle, to be honest, or to be fair, but yeah, still needs to get a little meat on his bones. So we will have a double deluxe here at the pizza place. If you eat too much, CJ will vomit. In fact, I will overeat just to show that off. Takes quite a bit, and I don't know how much weight you actually gain, but yeah, you can overeat, and it will, and if you're overweight, it will affect your performance in game. You will not jump as high or go as fast, and I think if you're like obese, you won't be able to sprint at all. So yeah, just gotta watch yourself. And CJ, hunger isn't like, you know, just restoring your health. It does obviously restore your health and stuff like that, but he will get hungry like periodically, and you will have to take care of that. Otherwise, he will lose weight, and then he will begin to starve. And then if you don't feed him, he will die. So, you know, CJ is very much a role-playing game, and I really, really appreciate that. Obviously, I've kind of done away with that with the mods I have, especially the Never Get Hungry and stuff that I have on. But you know, whenever you are playing this game vanilla and you're playing it for the first time, it really is immersive. I don't know how a game that looks like this and is as old as this can be so immersive. But yeah, that's kind of the RPG element of things. Now I will show why it is called Grand Theft Auto. I mean, everybody knows everything I'm already saying. This game is very old. Basically everybody and their mothers played it, but I don't know, I get a kick out of demonstrating things and kind of explaining them as if I'm talking to somebody who has no idea, because I guess some people don't, and it's not like anybody's going to watch, but I don't know. I mostly do this kind of shit for myself anyway. No, I actually have no idea what this is. It's been a very long time since I've played this game properly. Now, what is this? Oh, no, I definitely definitely don't want to do that right now. So, yeah, you can steal any car on the street. You can also spawn them in if you have a menu like me, and I'll probably do some of that later. And I guess I will show off one more thing you can do customization wise in this, and that is, this is the first game where you can customize your car in ways beyond just changing the color randomly at a paint spray. There are still paint sprays in this, and that is how you quickly lose wanted levels and change the color of your car. But it is random. But there are actual auto shops around the city. There are, I believe, they're called Transfender. Haha, hilarious. Rockstar's fucking humor, the maturity of a 5-year-old. That's why we love it. So I will take this to the auto shop and tweak it up a little bit. The only way you can save vehicles in this game is if you store them in a garage. Garages do have limited space, and that limited space is based upon how big it actually is, like physically in the game world. So I believe most garages can't really store more than 2 vehicles. So you really gotta pick and choose which cars you want to stick with and stuff like that. So I'm probably not going to stick with this one But here we are. Oh, and also, speaking of, you know, the music that's playing, this game has the best soundtrack in the GTA franchise, closely, and I mean very, very closely, followed by Vice City. Vice City is definitely the more nostalgic in terms of soundtrack, but this, man, especially KDST, goddamn, what a fucking soundtrack. Let's see. Let's go with fucking, I don't know, that. And it does kind of go fairly deep. You know, you have a lot of options. Not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot, but you have options. Yeah, that is the one I want. And there's nitrous, you know, it's not Los Santos Customs level GTA 5. I mean, I guess that's the story of this game. It's very similar to GTA 5 in a lot of ways, but it doesn't quite match up in terms of amount of features. But what it does do, it does very well. We will have, I'm not sure there are going to be any wheels that I'm going to like. I mean, those are alright. Fucking car freaks, please spare me. I don't really fuck with this kind of stuff normally. I'm not a car guy. I don't know what looks good and what doesn't. We'll turn the radio off just so as to avoid copyright, if that will happen. I don't know. As good as the soundtrack is, I want to avoid that. So yeah, you can customize your cars, and then if you head to a save point, save it in a garage, stuff like that, you can have it. Now if you lose it, you fucking lose it unless you reload your save, and there's no auto save. So take care of your cars. That is a PSA there. So I turned what was basically, you know, kind of the nice outline of a car, but it was a junker. I turned a junker into a pretty nice little muscle car. So yeah, and I haven't done a whole lot of exploring. I've just been kind of demonstrating the game and explaining some things, but I will try to get into the gameplay side of things a little more now. So this is Los Santos. This is the orange part of the map. It's very, very LA, very atmospheric. This game does a very good job of selling the setting to you in every city, especially this one. I think this one, Los Santos, has done the best in this game, closely followed by Las Venturas. San Fierro, it's a little small. I don't think it's quite as good as the other cities, but you know, it has its place and stuff like that. But Los Santos, this place is truly special. There's a reason they brought this back for GTA 5. Jesus Christ, I'm not a good driver. There's a reason I have the no vehicle damage on. But anyway, there's a reason they brought this back for GTA 5 and not Las Venturas or San Fierro. It's because this was the favorite. This is where everybody was. It's the most fleshed out in this game. So, you know, it's just a wonderful setting. You know, it's not as dense as GTA 5 or any new game. I'm gonna stop making comparisons to new games if I can. But you know, it's not super dense. It doesn't look super great by today's standards. But goddamn, this is LA to me. Like this is homey. It's atmospheric. This feels like a lived-in city, despite the limited traffic, despite the fucking repeating pedestrians everywhere, stuff like that. It's just goddamn. I love this game, and the map is my favorite part of it. It's absolutely my favorite part of it. There's no question about that. But yeah, this is Los Santos. We can head up to the Hollywood, Vinewood. It's called Vinewood, and then in the game, we can head up to the Vinewood Hills area, where all the neighborhoods are. I'm usually fucking better at driving. I don't know. It's probably just because I'm recording. Just because I'm recording, I'm fucking up. But oh well. This is, you know, where all the rich people are. I would like to think that one of these houses up here eventually turned into Michael's house for 5. This is set in 1992. I think I brought up the 90s at some point in the video, but it is 1992 to be specific. And there are you know, story beats throughout the game, and just little winks to the time period. There is one section of the game, without going too heavy into spoilers for the 3 people who haven't played this or watched a video on it or anything. There is a segment in this game where the entire city is rioting, and that is a reference to the rioting in Los Angeles in the 90s. And I don't know, there's just very, very, very immersive and atmospheric, this game. I kind of lost my car, but I could have gotten it out of there, but I really didn't want to bother. That one's just going to have to go. It's probably despawned by now. The draw distance is not too great. It's not very good at remembering things, this game. But this is kind of the more countryside area. Now, if I could, I guess I have a mod menu. I may as well use it. We will go ahead and spawn just, I guess we should get on the road before we do that. Not going to be able to get anywhere from over there. Let's spawn a goddamn, let's go with a cheetah. This is one of those GTA classic vehicles. Everybody knows the cheetah. It's been a staple of the franchise since GTA 3, I believe. So we will head into the countryside in a supercar. Probably not not a supercar, but a sports car. Probably not the most well-suited or, sense-making vehicle for this kind of area, but oh well. It's fast, and I like fast, so. Yeah, but you can just, anybody who's played Vice City or seen it at all knows how much grander this is in scale and in scope than Vice City was. Vice City it did a good job of what it did, which is just a little section of Miami and stuff like that, but this just upped they really fucking didn't pull any punches, Rockstar, with this. They went and made a whole fucking state in a game, and somehow this game's map is still fairly large by today's standards, but it has been surpassed by several orders of magnitude. GTA 5, I believe, is like 3 times the size of this map, but it doesn't feel that way. Now, that is probably in large part due to the terrible draw distance in this game, not letting you see more than probably fucking 500 meters in front of you. So everything isn't quite as big as it seems. But it feels so much larger just because everything's a lot more sparse. Everything's spread out. There's proper wilderness. The traffic is a little less dense. This map just feels huge. And especially for 2004 standards, it was huge. There was nothing like this at the time. I believe maybe Morrowind was out by then. I'm not familiar with what Bethesda was doing at the time, but they're probably the only ones who were able to match what Rockstar accomplished here. And I don't think they did it to quite the same degree. Sorry, Elder Scrolls fans or Fallout fans or whatever, but man, Rockstar really fucking did something with this, and I'm just not going to shut up about the map for the whole video, because this is just one incredible set piece for a video game. And there's just little shit like this. Like, what the hell is this? This is a little fucking camp hotel area. I don't know what the hell this is. Somebody probably knows. It's just, you can find stuff like that. You can't really do much with it. Like, obviously, you can't go inside any of those places. There's nothing important about them, but just seeing it. Just little places and shit on the side of the road as you go and travel. And like, what the hell? There's a combine harvest. There's just a farm. Some farmer left this here and in the middle of doing his work and stuff like that. And he's probably inside there sleeping. Obviously, none of that shit, none of what I explained is actually in the game. There's nobody inside that house. It's just a model. And that harvester is just a vehicle that spawns there under certain conditions. But you don't bother with that in your mind when you play. This game tells its own stories. Like, if you're just free roaming, you're not even doing the story. You have a story right in front of you, and the map is the main character of any GTA game. And I think anybody who's played Grand Theft Auto, anybody who's a fan of this franchise will tell you exactly that. And there's no game that better suits that description than San Andreas. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So this, yeah, you can see I've been in the countryside for quite a while, and I'm not really trying to get out of it, but I'm still in it. And you can see how, rural it is, and there's signs of civilization basically everywhere you look, but you do have to look for it. GTA 5, you go up into the mountains and stuff like that. There is no direction. There's nowhere you can stand and look out in a direction besides out into the ocean that you will not be able to see some sort of fucking power lines or some tower or some highway or some bullshit like that. But this, look at this shit, man. I mean, there's a road right behind me, but I keep going into this little forest here. It's just going to be trees and vegetation and sparsity. Like, I'm just completely lost out here. And those fucking videos back in the day people would make about, finding mysteries in San Andreas, uncovering Easter eggs and going after fucking Bigfoot, shit like that. That used to, man, I love that shit because this game just sets it up perfectly. I mean, there's the city right over there. I turn up the draw distance, get rid of that fog. That's going to look a hell of a lot closer, but damn, this is just how it was intended, and I love it for that. So I guess, you've seen the wilderness, you've seen Los Santos. I guess I should go ahead and go on over to San Fierro. I'm kind of on my way there anyway. Kinda-ish. Wait, no, actually, before I do that, I do want to go to Mount Chiliad. That is a very important destination for anybody playing this game. Legendary location. Came back in GTA 5 bigger and badder, but this version is still my favorite. So we will go and climb up to the top of Mount Chiliad, and once we're there, we will, or I will spawn something and just kind of fly to San Fierro. I can't imagine it's as good as the map is and all that. I don't think it's too entertaining to just watch someone drive around for however long I've been at this. Now, I am curious if no, definitely not now. Gotta get across this river. Alright, yeah. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we are. Now we should be on our way. Once I can get through this forest and back onto a main road, we should be well on our way to San Fierro. And I should note that I am by no means super familiar with the map. I'm not going to be able to navigate perfectly without a marker. I don't know a lot of the locations. I'm not a speedrunner. I've only completed this game a few times in my lifetime. So I'm by no means, an expert on this game or what makes it tick or anything like that. But I enjoy playing it. I'm a casual super fan. If that's a category that exists, that's what I am of this game in particular. I love all Grand Theft Auto games to some degree, for all of them for what they are for different reasons. But this is just overall my favorite, and I just wanted to make another video on it. So here we are. But that is Mount Chiliad. It doesn't look much like a mountain. If you've played anything that's more recent, it's quite small, but man, it takes a while to get up it because it goes all the way around and it winds, and that gives the illusion of it being larger than it is. And so even if it technically isn't, if you actually measured this and converted it to feet or meters, it wouldn't even count as a mountain by real life standards. But damn, it feels like the tallest mountain in the fucking world when you're playing this game. I don't know how they did it. This is just an achievement. And I believe if I want to get up to the top, I have to go this way and then go up that windy bit. Or maybe I fucked up. No. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Yeah, here we go. We're definitely on our way up now. Yeah, you can see through the cracks sometimes. Plane spawns right in front of you, and it's already gone. It's already despawned as soon as I look away. But It doesn't matter. It's so easy to just disregard stuff like that and forget about it. Because, you know, I'm going up the mountain. Like, that is such a small concern to me. Like, if I wasn't talking about it, it would have already escaped my mind. So, the bugs and the technical limitations and shit don't matter. They really don't. This is one of few games I can say that. It's very hard for me to play some games, especially old ones that are limited by the technology of their time, or by a bad port, or clunky game mechanics. And this game has all of that, but man, this is just one of those diamonds in the rough where it just does not matter. And we are shit. We are almost to the top here. And I believe this is yeah, I'm just taking a shortcut. And here we are. This is the top of the mountain. That was a fucking journey and a half. And it was amazing for every fucking second. And if you go to the edge here and look down, yeah, it looks like we're super high up just because of the fog. And I don't care what the reason is why it feels like we're so far up. It just matters that it does. So now we will go to San Fierro, which is right there. Like, fucking not a significant distance whatsoever, but it is a completely different city. And to get there, I don't think we're going to need a plane just to get there. So we will take just a regular helicopter. Don't need anything too fast because, again, it's not realistically that far. And this is the first GTA game to introduce air travel as a main staple of the game. From all the way from GTA 3, you could technically fly planes, and with Vice City you could fly helicopters, but it was very limited. Controls were wonky. You weren't really meant to be doing it, especially not in GTA 3. So this is where it really became a staple of the game, and they just unlocked everything. There's nothing that you're going to see that you can't really drive or fly or ride in this game. And we are in the cover of clouds, but we are in San Francisco. We are in San Fierro, so I will dive down beneath the clouds, and we will enter the city. And yes, there is a Golden Gate Bridge. They did that. And here it is, that classic San Francisco fog. I thought the fog was bad before. It's really pronounced here. Yeah, definitely feels like San Francisco, except for not enough cars on the road. So, are there any vehicles that are not lowriders? Perhaps? That's also a shitty car. There's some parked over here. If these ones aren't worth my time, then I'll just spawn something in. Yeah, I think I'm just going to spawn a vehicle in. We're not getting great vehicle spawns right now. So, let's see. It's San Francisco. Not quite sports car level, but definitely something nice. Yeah, just something like that. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be here very long. This isn't my favorite. Oh, shit. Whoops. I fucked something up. Let's go red and turn off the radio. As much as I love the soundtrack, I've got to be careful. Okay, well, I was talking about vehicles and how you can basically drive anything. You can't drive that. Can't even get on it. It's just a static entity that goes around San Fierro, but it's still there. It helps add to the area. There's not a whole lot to see in San Fierro. It's just, you know, a very, very scaled down version of San Francisco. It's got all the, you know, major landmarks, but beyond that, not a whole lot. There's got a big ass golf course, big radio thing. But other than that, it's just city. This is the most urbanized area in the whole game. Whoops. It's the most city-like city in the whole game. So I think we will just go ahead and go to the Golden Gate Bridge, which I believe is called the Gant Bridge in this game. And that will take us to the Bay Area, which I will kind of just pass through. There's nothing really to see there. And then from there we can head into Las Venturas, or at least the desert. And I will go to Las Venturas first before really exploring the desert, and then explore the desert last, because that's where the end game is. That's where the video finale is located. There's a quote-unquote secret area in there that has something very special in it. So if people would quit getting in my way. I know I'm driving on the sidewalk and completely disregarding traffic laws, but it's their fault. And there it is already. You can see it in the distance. We didn't drive very far. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, man. I don't know why I'm driving like an idiot. Alright. I'm also not used to... It's raining and I'm not used to driving vehicles this fast. So, yeah, that doesn't help. I'm also very distracted. So that's my list of excuses for being a shitty driver. Take it or leave it. Get the fuck out of me. Oh my god. Alright. So I need to figure a way onto that bridge. There it is. And I believe this is... not quite. Almost. Need to go up here. Yeah, here we go. We're on the bridge. And there is an Easter egg up there. Or a non-Easter egg, I should say. If you go to the top of that and you land up there, there's a sign that just says there's no Easter eggs. It's cute. And we are entering the Bay Area. It's a neat area in the game. It almost counts as a fourth area, but it's super small. This is very, very puny little region, so I don't really count it. I still count it as part of San Fierro, and I'm pretty sure everybody else does too, but it's cool. It's a cool little extra. They didn't have to put this in. They could have just been the 3 islands, but there's little things interconnecting all of them. Bunch of extras, so that's nice. And I should have stayed on that big road up there if I wanted to get across. The rain really fucks up the handling, actually. I kind of undersold how much that messes me up. Guess I gotta take it slower. Okay, I believe we are on the fast track now to Las Venturas, which is definitely the most eye-catching area in the game, because it is, you know, Vegas. It's that city somebody decided to build in the middle of a desert. So it's the most touristy area in the game. It's probably where I spend most of my time, between Venturas and the desert, just because it's got such a nice vibe to it. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm not the average GTA player. I prioritize all the wrong things. But I think we've officially passed in to Venturas, even though there's I don't know what that building's actually called, but the pyramid building. I think it's called in the game. I know what it's called in the game, but not in real life. Jesus Christ. In the game, it's just called the Big Pointy Building. So, yeah, we are officially in Las Venturas now, or Las Venturas Desert region. Although we are on the very edge of it. We need to go inland more, and yeah, if we stay around here, we can kind of avoid that whole area and just head right into the city. Which is where I want to be first, and the desert last. Son of a fucking bitch. I think I'm just going to take something else, man, because this... Something about this car. I was doing fine on the bike. Everybody saw it. You fucking saw it. I was doing fine on the bike. Okay, alright, you going to get in, buddy. So I'm going to blame it on the car and just take something else. Oh. I'll be nice. I'll let you out. I'm also on the wrong side, so... Get into the correct lane. Get a more reasonable vehicle. And hopefully that should fix all my problems. There's also gun stores. Not a whole lot of weapons in the game. Definitely more than past GTA games, but nothing worth really demonstrating. There's like 2 rifles. There's only 3 pistols. One of which is just a silenced variant of a different pistol. So, you know, there's weapons-wise not a whole lot going on, but the weapons that are there are iconic and they're good. They get the job done, and we'll see more of those in action in a bit. Oh shit! Alright, let me think I made a mistake, but here we are. This is not the scenic way into the city. There is a way you can get in that actually has the or a version of the actual, you know, "Welcome to Las Vegas" sign, that iconic landmark, I guess. But we did not take that way because we came from the Bay Area. But we're still here. And once we get to the Strip and stuff like that, we'll start seeing things that look a bit more like what one would think Vegas would be. And I think we're about to hit that here. That's... Alright, that's definitely not normal. Just a graphical bug, I suppose. Oh yeah, here we are. The big-ass castle over there. And this is the Strip. Yeah. There's 2 Elvises, identical. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing really to say. I mean, you just got to take it in, man. And I know not everybody's going to be as impressed or as taken away by it as I am, because I'm weird and I like old games, but I don't know. This shit just... I love this shit. So, that's Las Venturas. And I suppose with that, it's kind of time to... Oh, this is an interior. Shit. I think I vaguely remember this. The big-ass casino, yeah. I think this is part of a mission. Or several missions. Yeah, this game also has a lot of interiors, especially compared to previous titles. I think GTA 4 might have it beat out in the total number of interiors it has, but this game definitely has more fleshed out interiors. This is huge. And everything is, you know, you can actually interact with this shit. You can play video poker, you can go play blackjack, you can spin the bullshit. You can do everything. This is the everything game. The ultimate free-roaming title. I hate when it locks your sprinting like that. But there is a way around that. You can utilize some gameplay quirks to just slide around. It is faster than just the regular jog, but it's not quite as fast as sprinting. So it's useful for getting around in interiors where your movement is limited. So I suppose instead of just using the mod menu, I will go to the actual gun store to arm up. I already have weapons and shit, but I think I'm going to need different ones for what I am planning. I don't know why the marker won't appear while I'm in a vehicle. It usually does. But yeah, we will go in here into the gun store, ammunition, and I will arm up. I need fast rate of fire on my pistol, so I will get the regular 9mm. I already had that. Shit. Yeah, select is enter, or no, select is shift, and enter it goes back, so that still fucks me up. I've already got the SMG I want. Shotgun, I definitely gonna want the semi-auto shotgun. It's just faster. And for thrown, I think I already have the remote explosive, so I'll leave that. definitely going to need armor.
I didn't sell you this, right?
Okay. Rifles, got... I think we're good. This... I don't think this place sells the... Yeah, this place doesn't sell the big ones, which is mainly what I need to replace, because right now I have the minigun, which is useful. But instead of that, I think I'm going to need the heat-seeking rocket, because, yeah, you'll see. Yeah, so we will, with all of that done, I'm going to disable or a lot of the cheats I have. I'll disable God mode. I can't really turn off the infinite ammo, and we'll turn off it never wanted. And player, fuck, what am I doing? Okay. Armor, set that to max. Max out our health. And everything else is kind of good to go. And I will kind of get dressed for the occasion, because why not? Go with something like that. Some boots. And something like that. And we will go ahead and get shaven a little bit. And get the dog tags. So now basically I look like I'm about to go to fucking war, which in a way I am. So I definitely don't want to fly to where I'm going. And where I am going, as everybody probably already guessed, is Area 69. This is the Area 51 parody. It is a restricted military base, much in the same way Fort Zancudo is in GTA 5, but it's a lot better. There's not as much in it, but it's just better in every way. And the mod I have makes it so it's an actual location with something inside. Because there is a mission in this game at some point during the storyline where you have to infiltrate that base and steal a jetpack from inside, a prototype jetpack, and the jetpack is a vehicle in San Andreas, and you unlock it after that mission. And oh yeah, I was gonna turn off the that reminds me, good job for crashing into me. You reminded me to turn on visual damage. Not really any particular reason, just kind of making the game as vanilla as I can for this. Since I don't do that a lot, I'm probably gonna die really quickly because it's been a long time since I've played without any like cheats and stuff on, so probably not gonna last very long, but that's kind of the point. Put me in my place, I suppose. But there is an official mission in the game where you go and steal the jetpack, but I'm going to do it in free mode, just so I don't have to do things in a certain order. And I can just kind of approach it however I want, because I believe in the mission you're forced to do stealth. That is not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in guns blazing, and my objective is to escape with the jetpack. And since it is impossible to lose a wanted level in this game naturally, if you have more than 2 stars, you are not going to lose your wanted level unless you know the location of all the bribe stars, which I don't. So my objective is to make it back to the city. Oh, there's one right there. My objective is to escape with the jetpack without being fucking blown out of the sky or killed before I retrieve it or anything like that. Make it back to the city where I will remove my wanted level and call that a victory. So the way in is going to be on the other side of the facility. And as soon as I cross a certain point, I'm going to gain a wanted level. But it's these things I'm going to want to worry about. They're also going to send jets after me, I believe, and that might also be a problem. But these are a huge issue. Those SAM turrets, they will shoot you down. If it's hard enough to avoid them in a plane, like in a jet, but it's impossible to avoid them on a jetpack. I will get shot down if I don't take these things down. So, but as soon as I touch them, I'm gonna get a wanted level. But as long as I stay on ground level, I should be able to fight them off. Now this is caged in pretty well, so I think, yeah, it's a good thing I grabbed that rocket, because I was gonna Shit. I was going to satchel charge all of these, but I don't think that's going to be possible with the way they're fenced in. So I am just going to have to... This may be more difficult than I anticipated. I might just have to get a different vehicle. Yeah, so still a wee bit cheaty. Oh, what the hell's going on with the menu? Yeah, so still a wee bit cheaty, but oh well. I will get... Fucking, where is it? There's that. This thing has really good traction, and it's tall enough to where I can stand on top of it, I think, without having too much of a problem. So, getting on it is going to be the challenge. Fuck me. Alright, there we are. Now... Oh, is there a way in, seriously? Did I seriously just not see this?
Bruh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So that's how I'm supposed to do it. Okay, so maybe I can satchel charge these. Will I gain a wanted level as soon as I place this, is the question. Oh no, I think I might be able to... I just hope they don't despawn satchel charges. I'll have to... I mean, I don't want to blow it up early, but at the same time, I don't want to risk having it not work. Sun's coming up, so I think there's only 3. The last one's inside the base, so maybe I'll just blow the ones on the outside up first. That was really embarrassing, the way I tried to get on the car and shit. Fuck me. Yeah, so I'll blow the ones that I can get to properly first, and then I believe there's one inside the base that I'll just have to bite the bullet and do normally. Okay, best not to lose... best to lose as little health as I can this early on. And I also hope they don't reset. Like, after I blow them, I hope I'm still close enough when I'm inside for them to stay blown up. Oh, Jesus. I've already entered the radius. Alright, that makes this about 10,000 times harder. So that's great. Yeah, we already kind of fucked up. So yeah, that one's inside. So I'm going to have to go all the way around just to get back inside the base. Oh, fuck me. I am not limiting myself to just one attempt. I am... If I fail, I'm going to try again. But I do kind of want to get this in one go. So, get inside... Get out of this before I get blown up. Okay, I think they all blew up. Oh, Jesus. Alright, where's that fucking... That piece of shit? Oh, is it in a different part of the base? I think the way enemies spawn, I can manipulate the way the enemies spawn, kinda, to... be on foot, but I don't want to have to. Oh yeah, it's in that part. Okay. So I need to get back out and blow that last one, and then I can begin. I truly hope those SAM turrets stay disabled. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet here. Oh fuck, this is... I'm just gonna have to stay moving, and I wanna get the SAM turrets down before my stars raise to 6, because once I get 6 stars, they're gonna start sending tanks and shit, which are quite literally unstoppable. And I'm fucking up so bad. Where is this last one? I saw it. Okay, I think I'm gonna need this car. Fuck me. Oh, fuck. I've already lost so much health. I don't think this is... I'm gonna do it. In a sandstorm? No, fuck me. Okay. I might have been slightly underprepared. Oh, gee. Yeah, it's over. I can already tell. The way they just fucking... Oh my god, I can't say straight. Just let me get through this. Fuck you, dude. Oh. I can shoot through that. Maybe with the tank, this can still happen. Although I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it through that little gate to get in. Maybe. I mean, it can barely fit through here, so. Shit, they are everywhere. Oh no. If I get inside, why can't I sprint? Okay. Oh, fuck, no. Go in, okay. Minigun, that's not what I need. I need some form of protection. Health is what I need. Although armor, just a little bit of extra padding on that health bar would be nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I remember. Alright. Jesus, okay. I'm really depending on those SAM sites staying disabled. This is where it is. I just need to make it down this staircase and then up and out of the facility with the jetpack without being blown to shit. Just gonna sprint, avoid as much damage as I can. I don't think I can shoot while I'm on the jetpack, so that's probably gonna be a problem. If I had a controller, I could, but I don't have a functional controller at the moment. So, yeah, can't shoot. Open. Please, go. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. They didn't stay disabled. Or no, there's one over there. Okay, I missed one. That's all that happened. Okay. I think I'm going the wrong way to get to the city. But I just need to get away from the base. Get up in the air. Okay, no, I was going right toward the city. Okay, fuck me. This thing is very slow compared to the jet. I think I'm gonna try to make it to that control tower. If I can make it to that control tower, I'm gonna call that a win. Oh no, 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 no! Fuck you! Fuck you! No, that helicopter is gonna fuck all this up. Okay. Oh, that helicopter is gonna end this. Fuck you. No, 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 no. Fuck you. Can you fuck off? Oh my god, I'm so close. Oh, come on. And disable the fucking wanna level. Quick, quick, quick. Okay, I'm gonna call that. I could try and lose that wanted level normally, but I'm just not going to because it's not going to happen. I don't know the bribe stars, and losing it with all those helicopters and shit is not possible. But holy fuck, by the skin of my fucking teeth, and very messily, but I did it. I did it in one shot. Yeah, I'm not used to taking damage in this game. I'm really not. So I suppose with that, I will make my grand escape from the state of San Andreas as a man who's wanted by the fucking military. Just go deep into hiding and create a new life for myself elsewhere. But in order to do that, I need to get out of the state, and the only way to do that effectively is going to be with a big ass plane. And there's a big ass plane in here, so I will fly off into the sunset in a big ass plane, and then I will end the video. I'm very surprised I made it through that alive. You could say I did pussy strats all the way through, spawning a more like useful vehicle, disabling the wanted level as soon as I got even a little leeway with the police, etc., etc. But fuck you, I did it. I'm proud of myself. You can't stop me. I don't care if you're better. I don't care if you're worse. I care that I succeeded in what I was trying to do. God damn. That was very difficult. I was actually surprised by the challenge that put up. I thought I was honestly kind of expecting to just kind of blaze through it, given, you know, that it's an old game. I thought the spawns were going to play in my favor and I was going to be able to just blaze through all the costs, but no, they did a fuck ton of damage, and I got away with it, even though I missed that last SAM site, which I'm very, very pleased with, because I didn't know there was 4. I guess I probably could have just looked at the map to find that out, but so I will head off over here, and my escape from San Andreas will be the finale to this video. So I do very much hope this video is probably very long and very boring. The longer this has gone on, the more I've realized that, so I'm probably gonna try and do a bit of light editing, which is the first for this series, but I think it's going to be a necessity for this particular video because this has gone on for a very long time, and a lot of it was just kind of driving around or just me explaining shit. So we'll see what happens. I might just upload it as a unedited raw video. I don't know, but I've already gone past the draw distance for the city, and yeah, so that was GTA San Andreas. It's definitely not everything this game has to offer, not even close, especially since I skipped over basically anything story related. But that's why you should play it for yourself. If I missed anything, or if there's something you wanted to see, or if there's something you want to do in this game, then please pick it up for yourself, especially now that it's on sale. You can get it for free in the Rockstar launcher if you buy Red Dead there, etc., etc. There's many ways to play this game. It's DRM free once you do get it, so you can have multiple copies and send it to basically anybody. Shh, didn't learn that from me. But yeah, amazing game. Came out in 2004, still holds up in 2019. That's the gist of it. This has been GamingGUI /Carlos by Sweener765 with another random game. and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.